everyone. In today's video, I will show you how we can download elevation uh, data and then plot elevation data for the location or for the area that we are interested. We for that we have to first set our working directory using set wd a command that is to show where is our shapefile is located, and then we have to call this pacman package, which helps us to call many package together for further use. So in this case, we call the command pload, which is one function and a pacman package. Then we run all necessary packages here for later use. Then in the same route, we have the file, a shape file, which includes the place that we are working, including the Wareda file, shape files. So we read this shapefile using STRead function, which is one of the functions in the SF package. So then from that particular file, which is a Ethiopian shapefile, we select or we subset the interest area. In this case, like interest administrative area. That is, in my case, I'm using Aroresa, and you can select this place any other words that you are interested, or any other maybe a steady area, or sometimes we can set the box if we are not interested really for the particular word shape file. We can create a box, and that box we can change that box into the shape file. Box is like the latitude longitude of the right bottom corner, I mean the left bottom corner and right top corner, or if we know like left right and left right of the I mean the particular location. Then I subset Aroresa Wereda shapefile. Then based on that shapefile, I need to download the elevation. Elevation data from the package so-called here a elevator package. That package enable us automatically download data from STRM and different actually model shuttle data collected and stored in different international institutes. So we need to download automatically this like gate, elevate, raster and raster format location for that particular location, and the zoom level, the level that we would like to zoom. Sometimes maybe I can change to this to 13. I don't know, it's up to like 9 to 10 is recommended. So we can use maybe in this case 10. It was 9, and I'm adding a little bit more zoom level. And then when I download, it takes some time depending on the size of shapefile. In my case, it's only one word. Maybe if you are interested to download this data for whole country Ethiopia, it takes some time, and also depending on your internet connectivity. So then after that, we change this to data frame. Actually, data frame is the most convenient type of data to plot in ggplot, and then we have to convert this raster type of data into a data frame. So to change that one, like we're going to use like as data frame that like we have downloaded this one here. So we change this as data frame, and we keep x and y. In our case, x and y true is like keeping the latitude and longitude, and also maybe removing all necessary NAND, missing data, removing all missing data in this case. So then we change the column of our data frame, X, Y, and elevation for the convenience of plotting. Then I going to see if I want to see like maybe here how can this data can be summarized. I can see here, for example, the minimum elevation in this Warreda is 14,000. 1,405, and the maximum is like nearly 3,000. It's not even 3,000. So that is the minimum and maximum. That helps us to know like our how our data looks like. Then based on that data, for example, this particular data frame is here, so we create somehow like the range that is important to assign a color for each range. So in this case, like anything greater than, I know there is nothing greater than 3,100. The maximum is like 3,900, is around here. But if there is anything more than this, I have to assign one color, and everything is like more than 1,000 and less than 1,000. Like nearly 2,900, less than 3,000, which is here and here. Then I have to create this range and break for this data, and that helps us to assign simply color for this one. So I have to call this one. Now my data is like, if I see, this data I can see here only like a break I have like I added one of the column here, x y column, x column, y column, then the altitude itself, and then the break for that altitude is added to this one, elevation categories. So after that, we create a color. So to create a color palette here, I used a CT package, which has I think like nice compelling colors, and I used that one. And here I created color palette. This is like NCL topo color. Color is chosen. I have like nearly 10 classes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 classes. So I can change this one also, but one lower is added. Nearly is 9 classes. So I can assign 9 classes here. Then I call this a package. Normally this is moving up and down always. Normally like once we set this one, then I need to call, after preparing everything, I need to call ggplot, which is the visual tool here. It shows like, very appealing visualization for any type of data, but it's critically or very important to prepare our data as a data frame. Of course, it can plot also like shapefile data or raster data as it is. So in our case, we have a data frame here, we call data frame. And on that data frame, like we add X, Y, and elevation category as a raster here. And then, sorry, and the scale we fill manually because we have prepared already the PAL here. PAL is like the color palette. So the name of, our what's so called the legend is here, elevation. Then if I would like to have in addition like X label, Y label, and the other, for example, like a subtitle of the plot and title of the plot. for publication purpose normally, because we give caption of the figure. We don't need to put a subtitle and title on the plot. So then after doing that all, we're going to create normally the scale for that one. I prefer to put that scale in bottom left and north arrow in top left corner. So after that, maybe we add some, actually you can see all these. For example, I need to like panel grid. Do I want like the grid over the particular plot or not? For that, if you don't need to put a grid on your plot, you remove this one, you put as a blank. My major grid, my minor grid, for example, I need major grids and some black line and line type, normally somehow dashed line in this case. And line widths, we can determine the line widths like 0 0.5, 0 0.2, whatever every point and up to 1. And I don't need minor grids. That's why element blank is like keep it blank, not put it. So panel on top is somehow is true. Then I need panel background, what it rectangle of the our plot looks like. We can fill color, or we can leave it, or we can normally, at least we can have like the line border line of the panel. So for that, line width somehow like a little bit thicker than any other line in this case. The other one is caption. If author want to add his name under the plot and copyright, you have to simply copy such a code and you have to put this in the place. And then when you run this whole actually code, you can get something like this. And then I assign this one to some arrow upload, that is like RS upload, I mean. So when I run this one, I'm going to get like this type of very appealing and like the for quality of publication level, I can generate such a beautiful normally elevation map for this particular word, or any other location. Then after, what we should do is the saving of our file to this particular directory. We're going to use like ggsave, or you can see how you could actually save. For the good thing in R is there are too many options, too many codes to do like a particular, activity. So you can look after different codes. You can Google easily, and you can look after, and you can bring the code, and you can try out. And then if it works, fine. You can simply like custom for yourself, and you can use it because it's free. Like free platform, you can use this one. And for this case, we set like which plot we have to put our plot that is assigned and that is produced here. We need to determine, width and height of our plot. Then we're going to determine also resolution of our plot. In this case, we are producing, like publishable report, or publishable normally plots in this case. So I'm saving this to the place I would like to have. Then I will bring that to my publication or my manuscript, and I keep writing on that. So that is it for today, and you can comment anything if you would like to. I try to, reproduce something for the future, or I need to maybe make such a tutorial in any area, either it's spatial or any other analysis in R. Uh, I will try. I will give a try, and I will keep producing videos. Please share, like, and subscribe my channel, and make the bell button on to get any notification whenever I upload videos. So thank you very much. Bye bye.